Afternoon, Your Honor.
I'm going to ask you a few questions here. How this all started? Were you guys competing for a position, same position?
I wasn't aware initially that we were competing for a position. When I came in to work that morning, I was a little bit late. I was actually brushing my teeth and some of it got on my tie. I was hoping that my wife would, actually help me try to, achieve getting that out. But once I got there and my initial supervisor, my boss, was looking for me, and I wasn't particularly sure as to why he was there that early. So there was a few rumors in the air about me obtaining a higher position that, of course, naturally anybody would want, but I'm very content in the position where I am right now because that's my development team.
All right. We're going to try to keep it brief.
Yes, sir.
So you guys didn't have any competition going on about the position that she had?
No, sir.
Okay. And in terms of, like I asked her about the wine, is it true that her assistant went out, or did you bring a bottle of wine to her office?
I did not bring a bottle of wine to her office outside of the meeting where she received her promotion. She suggested that I come to her office and that we could talk about the merger in between Digicom and another firm in her office over why I wasn't very comfortable with the situation, but being that I trusted her, I went along with it and went to her office.
All right. Did you, by any chance, kiss her on her neck?
No, sir.
Did you approach her, or did she approach you?
No, sir, I did not kiss her on her neck. I didn't make any advances towards her neck. What happened was she said it was a long, stressful day, and she wanted to see pictures of my family. She asked for me to come over and give her a massage, which I was also apprehensive about.
But did you do it?
But I did. I did do it.
Did anybody force you? Did she force you?
No, sir. No one forced me to do it.
So you gave her a massage?
Yes, sir. As
And you
a
did not
colleague.
kiss her?
I did not
You did not
kiss
kiss any part of her body?
No, sir, I did not.
Okay. Did you force her to any type of oral sexual activity?
No, sir. No, sir, I did not. As a matter of fact, I was trying to push myself away, being that I was pinned in between a wall and herself. She had leverage. At that time, when she went for my phallus, I tried to push her off. At the same time of me trying to push her off, the zipper was actually kind of caught on me, which made me really uncomfortable with the situation. She then forced her mouth on me and started to give me oral in the position that we were in. I still tried to push her off, and at that instance of stopping, she called me derogatory names.
So it did take place?
Yes, sir.
And I'm sure you're a lot stronger than she is, right?
Yes, sir.
So obviously you could have prevented her if you really wanted to.
Well, in that position, sir, actually, I was trying. And I can honestly say, deep in the back of my mind, I did miss her. But I have a wife, and I didn't want to pursue anything outside of my marital relationship.
So you thinking you're in her office after hours drinking wine, and you were the stronger physique
did not know that she would actually push herself on me.
She pushed herself on you?
Yes, sir, she did push
She
herself.
pushed herself?
No, sir, she pushed herself on me as in slang, meaning that she advanced towards me.
Okay. Now, pushing is going away. That's what I'm trying to get you.
I understand.
So you're saying she forced her?
Yes, sir, she forced herself on me.
Now, I would figure that if there was some oral sex involved and it was unwanted by the person that's giving the oral sex, wouldn't that be kind of dangerous? Because
Right.
someone could.
If she personally, she said that I forced her down to give me oral and I shoved my phallus inside of her mouth.
Right.
If that was the case, then I would have bite marks, or she would have bitten it off, you know, if she felt as if I was threatening her in that way. But that wasn't the case.
Right, in other words, that's on her part, and also you didn't refuse, you didn't run away, right?
Well, actually, I did. Once I broke free from her advancement, I tried to get away. She then, like I said, called me derogatory names, things of that nature, threatened my job and the position, and that I didn't play ball. If I didn't play ball, I would then be transferred out of state. I worked very hard to keep my family in the state where we're in right now.
Okay, we're gonna stick with the questions here.
Yes, sir.
Now, you're saying that, that the oral sex part was committed, do you agree with that?
That she gave me oral sex, and it was very embarrassing at the same time.
Okay, well, that's a whole different subject, we just wanna know if it happened or not, it happened, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, we didn't add this into evidence, but there was some, you ripped her panties off, is that true?
Well, sir, there were some panties that were on her, but those aren't it. And
But the question
during the
is,
time of frustration,
did you rip her panties?
yes, sir.
And after the panties were ripped off,
We had consensual sex for approximately a minute and a half before I looked at myself in the mirror and realized who I was, which was a father, a husband, a prestigious person within my company. And I stopped and walked away. And once I walked away, she came behind me and she was yelling at me that she was going to kill me, that I was dead, things of that nature. I then left, I got home, took a shower. I basically wanted to write off what happened for the day. I spoke to one of my colleagues in reference to the situation, but I couldn't tell him everything right off the bat.
now, we have two separate cases of sexual activity here. One was oral, and then you ripped her panties off and it became vagina.
Yes, sir.
Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Two different cases.
Yes, sir.
And you're telling me that you ran away from the activity.
Yes, sir. I walked away from the activity.
Both these are two separate ones. So you ran away from one. Did you come back to get the?
I stopped in between. I didn't run away. I stopped in between. And when she made threatening gestures towards my job, that's when her panties were ripped off. And then we had consensual sex.
Oh, so she threatened your job, and then you ripped her panties off?
Yes, because that's what she said she wanted. She said, take it.
So that was a threat by her. So you went along with it and ripped her panties?
Well, the threat came before the ripping of the panties, yes, sir.
So she's a smaller vessel, but she threatened you and you went ahead?
She threatened me mentally.
Are
like I said, there were two separate cases, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so after that threat, the oral part.
No, sir, the oral part started first.
Okay. Before you said you ran away after the oral. Okay.
Well, like I said, I tried to walk away from the situation.
You tried to walk away, but you did.
It's
Okay.
okay.
All right, what we'll do, you're going to step down.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, what we'll do now, we're gonna have a 10-minute recess.